Many people donate their time and talents to help those in need, but what about literally giving part of yourself to save others? I spent time with someone who did that and then was saved by the very thing she had been giving. Here's this morning's Positively Fort Wayne.
I was bleeding to death at risk of a heart attack, and the only treatment they could give me was blood.
And blood saved Aaron McDonald's life.
And by the time I got into the emergency room, my blood pressure had dropped to 70/30, and they immediately started a transfusion for me.
In 2012, this longtime Red Cross volunteer and blood donor had to have a blood transfusion because she was hemorrhaging.
It was amazing because I was already connected with the Red Cross, so when they hung that first unit, I looked over and saw the tag that says voluntary blood donation from the American Red Cross. I really just burst into tears. I was so grateful, and I am A positive, which luckily is the most common blood type, and Dennis is A positive, and we like to joke that maybe he's part of the mix that kept me alive.
It's nice to think that way, sure.
Are you ready?
Dennis is Dennis Hope, who, like Aaron, is a longtime Red Cross volunteer. He's been donating blood and platelets since 1994. He doesn't know if his blood really saved Aaron's life, but he does know it has saved others.
It's something that people need, and I think we all know someone who has either needed blood or has had cancer and needed the platelets that we donate. I had a brother that passed away from cancer 5 years ago, which kind of reinforced my commitment.
While donating blood or platelets is a fairly simple process, before you sit down to do this, there are certain criteria that you must meet.
You get a little mini physical every time you come in to give.
Red Cross Executive Director and longtime blood donor Catherine McCauley.
Typically, a 16-year-old with parental permission can become a blood donor in our organization, and you can donate as long as you want to, as long as you meet the health criteria. The weight limit changes also according to the type of donation. That one blood donation that one individual makes, if it's a whole blood donation, that blood gets divided up into 3 units and goes to save 3 different individuals.
Individuals like Aaron McDonald, who has both given and received a life-saving gift from donors who are positively Fort Wayne.
It had always been an important passion for me. I'd been a blood donor, but had no idea that I would ever have my life saved by complete strangers. And that's why it's so important that people donate regularly and consistently to make sure that that blood supply never goes below our emergency levels, because it really is the difference between life and death.
On our website, wayne.com, you'll find a long list of donation sites set up this month across Northeast Indiana. Just go to the News tab under Positively Fort Wayne to find the blood donor story. And remember to join me, Dirk, Nicholas, Glenn, and the Evening News team tonight at 5, 6, and 11. Still ahead, a recap of today's top stories.